Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel GDC Classes English. So my dear students, I hope you are enjoying the session, and today is the 16th day of our Daily Pharma Dose session, which is equally important for GPAT aspirants, NIPER aspirants, DI aspirants as well as pharma exam appearing aspirants. I hope each and every concept which has been told to you in this particular class is very much clear to you. And I also want some suggestions from you students, that you can comment me in the comment section and give me some suggestions that whatever you want from my side, whatever I should do more to encourage you or for speeding up your exam preparations. I am there to cope up with all those comments. Clear? So now let's start our session with our first question, that is dipole-induced dipole interaction between the molecules is also called as, this is previous year question from NIPER JEE 2023. Okay, first of all you need to understand what is dipole-induced dipole interaction. First thing, have you ever seen, or let me just say, what will happen when I will try to mix a non-polar solvent with a polar solvent? What will happen? Just think once and comment me what will happen. Okay, let's get an answer. The answer will be a polar molecule. Okay, a polar molecule, okay, has a permanent positive and negative charge. What does it has? A positive and negative ends, and that is also permanent. Clear? So a polar molecule and a non-polar molecule has permanent positive and negative charge, but when it comes close to a non-polar molecule, it pulls the electrons of non-polar molecule slightly. That creates a temporary polarity in it. This temporary polarity leads to your attraction, and the attraction is known as, where it is, dipole-induced dipole interaction. Clear? Next thing, these forces were discovered by Peter 𝘂𝙎, that is, it is also known as 𝘂𝙎's force. Clear? Now you got the answer. As this was discovered by Peter 𝘂𝙎, then it is known as 𝘂𝙎's forces. And in short, if you want to understand the permanent dipole, when attracts with non-polar, as well as it creates the induced dipole, you can say induced dipole attraction, which was given by 𝘂𝙎, or it is known as 𝘂𝙎's force. Clear? So permanent dipole is created by non-polar molecules and it is known as induced forces attraction and was given by 𝘂𝙎. So the correct answer will be 𝘂𝙎 forces. Clear? Okay. Now one more thing. Let's talk about other options also. What are covalent forces? So covalent forces are the strong bond inside a molecule. There is no sharing of electrons between the molecules. So this is wrong. Clear? Because there is always sharing of electrons, not sharing of molecules. Next we have the London forces. This is attraction between two non-polar molecules, but our 𝘂𝙎 force is the attraction between polar as well as non-polar molecules. Next we have intermolecular forces. This is a type of, we can say this is a broad category, not a specific name. So dipole-induced dipole is one type under it, but not the exact. So correct answer will be 𝘂𝙎 forces. Clear? Okay, fine. Now let's get with our second question, that is NMR spectroscopy is used for determining structure in, this is previous year question from GMC Pharmacist 2024. Okay, NMR spectroscopy. What is NMR spectroscopy? That is nuclear magnetic resonance spectroscopy. We can say this is a type of technique which is used to determine the structure of organic compounds. Clear? As well as that is based on the magnetic property of a nuclei. Clear? Mainly H, or we can say second is the C, hydrogen and carbon. Clear? Now what can be the correct answer? Radioactive materials. What is radioactive materials? So radioactive materials are the substances that emit harmful radiations, that is known as radioactive material. So this is incorrect because NMR is not for the radioactive substances. They are not safe. Okay. Next we have insoluble chemical compounds. Insoluble chemical compounds, they cannot dissolve easily. Okay. So according to this, NMR substance must dissolve. This is the property of it, to be a good based on proper signal, to give the good proper signals. So this is also wrong. Next we have liquids. So yes, maximum clarity and the highest resolution spectrum is given by our liquids. Next we have gases. In gases molecules gives poor resolution and we can say need special equipments. So gases are not the example. Now why only liquid? This is the main thing. Why only liquid is used in NMR spectroscopy? So in liquid state, we can say the molecules rotate rapidly. So when they rotate rapidly, it causes averaging of the magnetic fields. They are the different magnetic fields that gives the clear, sharp signals and the easy interpretation of the molecules. That's why liquids are used. Clear? Okay. So correct answer will be option number C, that is liquids. Next we have serum differs from plasma as it lacks. Okay, what is serum? This is a serum, ma'am. This is the serum. This is vitamin C serum which I use on my face. Definitely, these are known as the serums. So the serums which you use on your face are known as serums, obviously. So what they lacks? Ma'am, they lacks clotting factors. Why? How you can understand? Have you ever seen a serum that clots? No. The thing which contains the clotting factors is not your serum. Clear? So that is your plasma. But because in plasma we have our platelets, we have our fibrinogens. Clear? But in serum we doesn't have any kind of clotting factors. Only we have is our proteins, or we can say antibodies. Clear? Because serum is a type of that heals your skin. Okay. Now the next question. Fill in the blanks. Chirag will. Raman come back in half an hour. Then Chintu says dash, he is gone for shopping. Okay. What will be the correct answer? See, this question asks about, or it shows about the possibility or uncertainty. That means something which can happen, but that is not the fixed time that at this particular time he will come. So only grammatically correct sentence is I am not sure, because this shows the uncertainty of your, or we can say unclarity of your sentence. So will Ram come back in half an hour? Chintu says, I am not sure, he has gone for shopping. So he is not sure whether he will come at which time. So this will be the correct answer. Clear? Okay. Now the question number 5. That is synonym of nutmeg. What is synonym? Okay, obviously coriander is not a synonym. Cardamom and clove is also a synonym. Mace, we can say nutmeg and mace, both come from the same plant that is known as Mystrica, I guess, Mystrica fragrans. Clear? So nutmeg is the seed of the cell. Nut means, what do you understand by nut? That is seed. So nut is the seed and mace, M is the mother. So mother always protects the seed. That is, your embryo is the seed. So yes, the mace is the outer covering and nutmeg is the seed. Clear? So from M you can understand mother. So that is the outer covering, and from nut you can understand seed. That is the inner part of your Mystrica plant. Clear? So we can say mace and nutmeg are closely related to each other. Okay? Now the next question. Next question is the drug used for malaria, chemoprophylaxis and treatment. Okay, there is difference between these two words. Treatment is when you have caused, after infection, when you are using the medicine to treat a particular drug is known as treatment. But what is chemoprophylaxis? Chemoprophylaxis means before getting malaria, if you are going for the prevention, that is known as chemoprophylaxis. Clear? So what is the drug? First we have chloroquine. This is a type of anti-malarial drug that is used for chemoprophylaxis as well as the treatment. So this is the drug which is particularly used for treatment as well as your prevention. Clear? Next, this will be the correct answer. Next we have quinidine. What is quinidine? This is a type of anti-arrhythmic drug, that is class 1A drug. Okay, next we have quinine. This is anti-malarial drug which is used for severe as well as resistant malaria. Sulfonamides are type of antibacterial drugs. Clear? Now, question number 7. Type of restriction endonucleases used in biotechnology. What is restriction endonuclease? From word you can understand. Restriction means something which is restricting it, or we can say cutting it. Endo means the inner part. Nucleases means the nucleus which is present in our DNA. So yes, restriction endonucleases are the molecular scissor used in genetic engineering to cut DNA at a specific sequences. This is your restriction endonucleases. Now, we have different types of restriction endonucleases. First we have our GPAT. Okay, the enzyme is E. coli. Next we have the enzyme is E. coli, the source is Escherichia coli, and we can say the recognition site, the E. coli will recognize the site of DNA at particular site known as GPAT. This is GPAT. So at DNA at this specific site, it used to recognize and cut the nucleus. Next we have a BAM-HI. This is a bacillus. Obviously BAM stands for your bacillus. Next, this particular sequence, I think GGA. This is the correct. Clear? Next we have HIND2. What is this HIND2? This is Haemophilus influenza, and this cut at the sequence known as AAGCTT. AAGCTT. Clear? So you can see all these three of the enzymes are responsible for cutting the DNA, or it is used in the biotechnology. They are the type 2 restriction endonucleases. They are the enzyme and most commonly used in biotechnology. Clear? Okay. Now, so correct answer will be all of these. Now, let's move with our next question. Okay. Like the same question of this pattern we have solved earlier also. If A completes a particular work in 8 days, okay, B completes the same work in 24 days. So in 1 day, we need to calculate in 1 day how many time they will take. So it will be 1 upon 8. This will be 1 upon 24. So in 1 day, the 1/8 part is done by A and 1/24 part is done by B. Clear? Now we need to find out how many days will they take to work together both. Now we need to add their days. Okay, we need to add their 1 day, then we will find out. So that is 1 by 8 plus 1 by 24. So when you do the addition, you need to find out, when the denominators are different, you need to find out the LCM. So LCM will be 24. Now the LCM is 24, then how many times we need to multiply the 8 to get 24? That is 3 times. Correct? So we will multiply this 3, that is 3 and 24. So this will be the answer. In this case, 1 by 24 into 1. So that is 1 by 24. Now the denominators are same. So 3 by 24. plus 1 by 24, that is 4 by 24. Clear? This will be the correct answer. Now what we need to find is total days. So how we will find total days? 1 plus, or we can say 1 divided by their work in 1 day. Clear? 1 day work. So what will be the answer? That is this is no. Okay. So 1 divided by 4 by 24. So when once your denominator goes up, it gets multiplied, it gets reversed. So this will be 4 by 24. Sorry, 24 by 4. Clear? When you will divide it, you will get your answer, that is 6. So correct answer will be 6. Clear? So they will take 6 days to complete the task. Okay? Clear? Now the next question. Salmonella typhi, which causes what? Typhoid. They are responsible for causing typhoid. So obviously Salmonella typhi is present in both, that is your water as well as food, contaminated food as well as water. Clear? So option number C will be the correct answer, that is both A and B. Okay? Next question. If Carr's compressibility index value is in between 2.6 to 3.1, then flow will be. The most easiest question, that is correct answer will be option number A, poor. You can see this is the Carr's index. We have the Hausner's ratio, we have the flow, and we have the compressibility index. So you can see less than 10 will be excellent. Then from 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 5 differences are there. So in the condition of 26 to 31, it will be a type of poor flow. Clear? So these were today's 10 questions. I hope each and every question is very much clear to you. And you have any doubt, then you can comment me in the comment section and I will definitely respond for your comments. Clear? So all the very best. Do the preparations very hard and thank you for watching the session.